Alright, so I'm back and we're going to work on King Cobra today, and we're going to actually get the combat going so that the player can attack back. So let's go to our start screen and just see where we're at. Let me get this off the screen too. There we go. So our game is loading up. I probably should get rid of all these models in the start screen. It would load a lot faster. You know, I never really thought about that, but that is a true statement. So, alright, we start up the game, we can select King Cobra over here, and we'll have him moving. We fixed his backward text from yesterday, and we also gave him his own little color, Godot blue. So, if I get into range of cyrax over here, we initiate our combat. And we kind of went through cyrax's AI yesterday on that stream. And today we're going to be making the player UI so that we can attack back.
Yo, look, 5-1, bitch!
Yeah, I also added in that Ralph clip.
Yo, look, 5-1, bitch!
And I will destroy you.
I need to add in one for wings. The whimper for wings. That would be good.
I lose my fucking temper over these stupid fucking assholes.
So we now gain momentum of our camera again. I'm also going to change the music to something a little less intense. Alright, there we go. And let me place myself on the screen. Awesome. So, we're back in the game here. We got Cobra, so now we need to like code it so we can actually do something here. And you can see that when I'm clicking on stuff, we are just printing out what I clicked on. So if I'm over here in the game, I'm clicking on DSP right now, and it says result, position, normal, collider ID. Collider, there we go. DSP, character body. So I have the character body DSP is, so we can enact on that. So like if I clicked on cyrax right now, you know, the intention would be to attack him. So maybe I want to have a pop-up that like gives me the spells I can hit him with, or we can have our spells down here, and I really should have these selected different for each character. I'm trying to think how I want to do that. So this is supposed to be Cobra's spell. So right now I'm just going to make it simple, and I'm going to make 2 spells for Cobra, which will be these 2 buttons, and when I press them, I'll be able to use those spells. It'll just show me the range. That's what I'm going to do. When I hit those buttons right now, I just want it to show me the range. That'll be the first step. So let's take a look. If I click on these now, I don't think I've done anything with them. Let's see where that UI is being instantiated. And I believe that it is being instantiated in the camera. So let's go to the camera holder. Let's go to the 2D. So yeah, this UI here, we'll click on this. So where is lightning strike and cobra bite? And we do have a signal on these. So we need to find which signal these are connected to. If I go to node, select it, and go to pressed, so I'm just going to, I'm in my script, I'm going to hit Control F, and we'll say pressed. We're going to press the script for where pressed is, and so none of those. I just want on cobra bite pressed. What is this connected to, though? No match. So I'm going to say we're probably not connected to anything. On mouse entered. Yeah, I guess I'm not sure what those are connected to, but it doesn't look like they're connected to anything, so we're just going to disconnect them. And this one too, I don't know why. We'll leave that, I think that's for something else. But we're going to grab the cobra bite, and we're going to say press, connect to camera holder, and now it's down here. Yeah, like this is what I would expect the function to be, so I don't understand what's going on there, but we're going to say, well, we know it's cobra bite because it's on the cobes UI. So I guess, you know, we don't have to pass in the player or anything, but I think we should code it more for like, trying to think if I want to have these buttons be specific to the character, or if I want to make these like general spell buttons that'll be for each character, which would probably make more sense. So I think that's what I'm going to have to do. Yeah, I think I'm just going to get rid of all of these, and then those can stay for now. I think I'll probably just hide them because we're not really using them at all. They don't do anything. But what I want to do mainly is, instead of having this cobra bite, I'm going to name it, I guess it'll be spell 1. That makes sense. Spell A, and yeah, that's the convention. I've been using A and B, so spell B. And this will just be spell UI. I think that's a better way to do it. Let me grab some coffee. Okay, so we're going to disconnect that. We're going to get rid of that. There, and then we're going to say pressed on spell A, connect, and we'll make a new function that actually fits with what it's going to actually do. And that'll be awesome. Then we're going to do the same thing with spell B, and we'll say connect, and just for shits and giggles, we're going to say print I spell A have been pressed, and we'll grab that, Control C, bring it down, and Control V, and then it will say spell B. So now we can check that. I just got to tab that over. That's all going good. What we want to do now, so Cobra, let's take a look at, well, first we have to get the active character somehow. So do we have access to the active character in the camera holder? I'm pretty sure we do. Let me say Control F, active character. Oh, that's right, we can get it from the game manager at any time. So all we have to do is call this. We'll come down here and say game manager.active character instance, and I guess we need whatever their spell A would be. So let's take a look. Let's just make this into a variable. So we'll say var current player. Yeah, we're actually going to just call the game manager, and then we'll call everything from the game manager. Never mind, I'm stupid. So let's say game manager, and let me tab that over, and we'll say dot I guess spell A pressed for now. For now, we'll leave that as it is, and then we'll do the same thing down here, and we'll say Control V spell B pressed. And then, of course, I have to make these functions in the game manager. So let's go ahead and get him open, and we'll make some functions way down at the bottom. So we got spell B pressed, and then we'll just put a print. We got to the game manager from the spell B button. And nice, we will Control C and then Control V, and then A, and then we just got to change the A. Nice. So let's test all that. So basically we're just going to hit the spell A pressed and spell B pressed. I also need to check what is. So Cobra, I think, has green smoke and black flame, because it used to have that stupid thing you would say. You would be like, green smoke to light my black flame, or some stupid shit. Yeah, that was a great era, before he was on too much duster. But yeah, so I'll read the area of effect on caster. Cobes smokes some weed and reeks up the place, makes everyone stoned, gains HP. So that's going to be one spell. And then the other one is Cobes will summon forth fire to smite his enemies. So yeah. So we need some type of, I'll probably do a particle effect for the weed smoke, and then for the black flames, we'll probably do another particle effect, because I mean that's a very easy way to do it, and it's cheap for a PC game. So I think, you know, because our flames are probably gonna look like shit. I don't really know what I'm doing, but you know, tune in for that. Yeah, I think I kind of have an idea of how this is gonna go now. So let's just make sure our spells are getting pressed, and then we'll start adding in stuff here. So we'll go to start screen, and we'll get it playing.
You ain't shit. I made you, and I will destroy you.
Y'all look 5-1, bitch.
So we use stink.
Y'all look 5-1, bitch.
And I will destroy you.
I don't know, Boogie does not deserve attention. I hate Boogie.
I lose my fucking temper.
He definitely lied
All
about
these
whatever,
stupid
you know,
fucking
possibly.
assholes.
Okay, so we were seeing if our spells work. We click them, and we're not getting anything. So I'm assuming our UI input is probably being blocked by this over here, because this is a separate thing. And if I click these, it actually does stuff. So I need to instead, I need to assess how the UI is here. So yeah, I don't think debugger, what is... Okay, yeah, I can get rid of these because we're not going to be using that anymore. Awesome, so we go back to the camera holder, to D, and let's see what I got going on. Godot UI is always kind of annoying to deal with, just because there's like a lot of rules I always forget about. So I have this action thing right here, and that is probably over top of the spell UI. So maybe I can just bring this into there, and we'd be okay. That sounds about right. Yeah, let's give that a go. I bet that's what the problem was. And then, do I have a hover? Where is it? Focus. I thought there was a way to... What is this? Texture button? Yeah, isn't there like a... Okay, yeah. Hover. I guess I don't have any other textures for this. I think I made these in GIMP, but I didn't get the new ones. Whatever. Let's see if this works. I'm pretty sure it will. We gotta go back to the start screen and start that up. Alright, so seems to be starting up. We'll click on one, we'll load the game, and it appears to be working. Well, actually, we probably don't even need to do that. We just, okay, we got from the game manager.
You ain't shit.
So let's see if it works during the actual turn.
I made you, and I will destroy you.
Yo, look 5-1, bitch.
Yeah, I need to, I mean, that does sound funny.
Yo, look 5-1, bitch.
And I will destroy you.
I need to randomize Ralph's voice lines.
I lose my fucking temper over these stupid fucking assholes.
Alright, so yeah, we can still click on the A and B button. Yeah, so nice. What is the error though? Error, calling signal on mouse entered to callable node 3D. Yeah, okay, let's fix that. So I think I need to go to testing area, start screen. Oh yeah, testing area, camera holder. I already have it open somewhere, but that brings me to it. And then, so we had an issue here with a node. We need to disconnect and then say mouse entered and connect to our camera holder. And then I think there's a reason I have this. I use it to decide whether we're over top of UI, so whether you can click on terrain or not. So I need to toggle a variable somewhere, but I need to find where the other function was. So yeah, okay, so I need this, and we'll bring that down and put it down here, and let me just make sure. So yeah, whenever I was hovering over the actions here, I wanted to make sure I couldn't click, like, you know, on the ground or shit like that. So just made this variable, and then whenever we enter it, we turn it on true, and then whenever we exit the spot down here, then it turns to false, and we can actually click on the game again. So that's a very hacky way of doing it, but that's how I did it. So, you know, do with that what you will. We'll also need to do the mouse exited. We'll say camera holder connect. And then we just need to make the opposite of that condition. So, it's not true this time. It's false. So we'll do that, and let's, now that that's fixed, what else do we need to do? I think we were going to make cobes smoke some weed whenever we click that button. So we need to go to our game manager, and well, let's make the function here in Cobra first. What function is he in when it goes to his turn? He goes to the enter turn, and that is, hold on, I need to come up here. Oh, we're in the game manager. What am I doing? I need to go to the King Cobra. There we go. Okay, so let's come down here. When it switches to his turn, we just have the voice clip that you heard, and then we enter turn here. So I think we already handled the camera. We're basically just standing idle at this point, which is good. We then wait for a button press. So all we need to really do is, if we are here, really our next move is going to be from the game manager, whether it's a click of like the environment or whether it's a click of our UI. They're both going to filter through the game manager. We don't need to do anything else in Cobra because we're waiting for input from there. So that's my understanding of the situation. So now that we got that, let's man, what is the, so when I clicked on stuff, where did this come from? I bet that comes from the camera holder, honestly. Yeah, so yeah, whatever. Right now we're gonna go to the game manager. We're going to go down to the functions that we made, spell A pressed and spell B pressed, and then we're going to have them contact our active character. So that will be the first node in our ordered list up here that we made. I just can't remember what it's called. The current turn list, I believe. And that is a global variable, so we should have access to it everywhere. So if I bring it down here, and I think it's it'll be index 0, 0, because we knock off, it's like a list containing a list of the enemies and players that are in there, and the first entry of that list is the player, and the second entry is the speed. So we're going through the list and getting the very top node, that's the first 0, and the player. So we're getting the actual player node, if that makes any sense, and that'll be our active term combatant. So basically whoever's turn it is what we're getting right now, and we just need to pass that into here, and then we'll call a function on that because it is a node. So that function will be let's say invoke, actually let's say attack with spell A. That probably won't be how we eventually do it, but that'll be a good start. So we'll say Control C and then Control V, and this will be attack with spell B. And let's go ahead and go back to the King Cobra here, and we need to make those functions. So we're going to make them right here. func, control V, and this will just say pass for right now, and then we'll also do that one more time. Func, control V, bam, we'll say pass again, and then before it turns red, we're gonna, oh shit, we're gonna put a B. Nice, and what we want to do here is let's make a particles for Cobra. So particles, and we're going to do the GPU particles because it's cheaper. We need some pot smoking particles. So what type of animation can we use for Cobra getting stoned? So we have this fire magic. I think that would be cool if he goes like that and then a bunch of like weed smoke pops up everywhere, but I was going to use that for the fire, so that's probably not a good idea. Yeah, sadly Mixamo didn't have any bong ripping animations. Scream. Yeah, I mean, that one's not bad, but you know, I need to like make a bong and animate it in. Maybe we should do that real quick. Let me open up Blender. This should be very quick. I can make this so easy, and then we'll just attach it to his hand, and then he'll just sit there with the bong, and then I'll have all the particles shine up. I'm a genius, dude. Alright, so general. We need to get rid of all this stuff. We're going to go to add. We're going to go to, let's just do a circle. And we'll say edit mode. We're going to go to E on the Z. We'll bring it up. E, Z again. And I'm going to scale that out. And then bring it up. Scale up. Shit. Control Z, S. That's exactly what I didn't want to do. G, Z, E, E, G, Z. There we go. All right. And let me grab a picture of a bong real quick. Bong. And we're going to go to images. Save image as, so we're going to save that to Barber's Gate. Bono, alright, so then we're going to go File, Import, Image as Planes, we'll go to Barber's Gate, we'll go Bono, and then we're going to say R90 on the X, on the Y, yeah, there we go, and we got to go to Material Preview. And then we can see it. Nice. R. On the Z, on the X90. There we go. And then we can bring it up right there. Then we'll go to wireframe mode and our picture will disappear. Awesome. Thanks, that's what I wanted. Let's just go to edit mode here and we'll make it roughly match. So I'm going to shrink it down. And it's going to look more plasticky. It's going to be one of those cheap plasticky bongs because that's what Cobra would use. Let me move this over a little bit right there. I hope this turns out the way I want it to. So let me hit Alt, select this, and then go E, Z, we'll bring it up, go E, Z again, we'll scale this in, E, Z, scale that in right there, and then we'll go E, and on the Z we're going to scale it in just a little bit, E on the Z again, bring it up, E on the, you guessed it, Z, we'll scale it up a little bit, and then we'll give it a little lip. Let me go E and then S, and then we'll just scale that in, and then I go E and Z, we bring it down. And I'm just going to put a face by pressing F. So now we just need to make a stem. And I think what I'm going to do is just grab this shape here. I'm going to go to wireframe. I'm going to go to select faces. We'll select all those faces. we'll say Shift D, that'll duplicate those faces. I'll then shrink this down, and to do it easy, I'm just going to rotate it like that, and shove it in right there. So, now we have a pretty easily made bong, and we're just going to delete that, and then we're going to put a face on the bottom here too. I'm going to get rid of that effect because I don't need that overlay. We'll go to grab edges, Alt F right there. Yeah, so that's all one thing. We're going to name this bong. We'll do it like that, and we're going to say object shade smooth. Yeah, so we're then going to go to materials. We'll grab base color. I think we'll just make it red. So material preview, it'll be red, and yeah, that'll be fine for now. We'll probably get a better model eventually. But, so we will file, export, as a GLTF. Oh, let me do this. Control A, I'm going to do all transforms just so I have that done. That makes me feel better. We'll go file, export, GLTF, we'll go to Barber's Gate, and let's just make a new, and we'll call this items, and we'll pop this on in there. We'll call this bong, and then we'll export. Then we'll go back to King Cobra, and oh damn it, I didn't export it to the Godot project. I just exported it to the, I need to go one up, Godot project. Then we can go to, let's actually put it in the Cobra folder. So let's go new folder, and we'll say props. I think that makes more sense because this isn't really an item, this is more of like a prop for Cobra. So we bring that in, we close our thing here, and then let's, do we have a, oh nice, we have a right hand attachment so we can spawn items there. All we need to do now is make a scene, 3D scene. We'll call this the bong. Awesome. And we'll open this up. I think we need, where's it at? Cobes, there we go. Props, the GLB is right here. We bring that in. Let's make it local. So then we can actually just bring this right there and delete that placeholder. A musical instrument, yeah. So, oh shit, what did I just do? There we go, awesome. I fucked up my OBS for a second. Alright, so we got that. I'm going to name this mesh. And now we just need to spawn it on Cobra. So, let's go to camera holder. No, we need to go to King Cobra. And we'll go up here. And I just need to add it in as a preloaded scene. And it might be like ridiculously big. We'll have to see. We might have to adjust the size of it. So on ready var, we'll call it bong, and we'll say equals load, and we'll go there. We'll then grab, oh, did we save that scene? No, we did not. So we need to save it, and let's save it in the props folder that we made. So we'll save it. We will then load the, I think it should be the only one. Yeah, we'll just bring it on in there. Nice. So whenever we are going into this function, attack with spell A, let's see our TXT again. So no, let's see our, this one right here. So that is going to be cobes spell A, green smoke. So yeah, so spell A, we will say bong, we'll say B equals bong dot instantiate. Is that how you spell that? I'm not a good speller. Identifier B not declared. Well, it's a var. So take that. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. So now we need to give B a position. So we're going to... Actually, I think we can just add it. Do we have a reference to our right hand? Yes, right hand dot add child, and we'll say B. So that looks good to me. And let's just see what happens there. And oh yeah, we're also going to play an animation. So anim player dot play, and we'll play the sitting. Why are you being so annoying, Godot? Go back to King Cobra animation. You had autocomplete a second ago, but now you don't. Okay, yeah, it is called sitting. Awesome. Cool. So, got that going. Let's see if that actually works. We'll go to start screen and start it there again. Missing an N in instantiate. Nice. Thank you. Thanks, Even Steven. It's going to take a second to load, and of course I have to exit and fix that spelling mistake of mine. King Cobra. Instantiate. Alright, so we'll save that, and then we're going to go to the start screen, and we'll load that. Oh yeah. Yeah, Chris Chan, I haven't gotten around to him yet. He was going to be like the main boss of the game, like the main antagonist. It's going to be, it's going to have like Barbara's Gate, so you're saving Barbara from Chris Chan. I think that would be really funny. Or maybe saving, iDubbbz from Anissa. That would be another good quest. That's kind of the direction I'm leaning in. So we'll, oh, all I have to do is, let's see if it actually works during the combat. So we'll initiate combat with Cyrax.
You ain't shit.
And we need to make these buttons non-clickable. Oh, yeah, hi.
I made you, and I will destroy you.
Do I look 5'1", bitch?
Yeah, I still need to randomize Ralph's fucking responses too. Every time he gets hit, he says that.
5'1", bitch?
And I will destroy you.
Alright. So, let's see. It should be our turn next, and we can check if our things work.
I lose my fucking temper over these stupid fucking assholes.
So, my camera, I have control of it again. So, we'll go in, and what happens when I press spell A? Attack with spell A in character body 3D DSP. Huh. So, for some reason, it's saying the current turn list. What if I switch to active turn combatant? I think that should be what I should be using. Okay. Yeah, this is GD script. Yeah, everything in this is GD script. I'm not adding any C# just yet. So let me try running that again. Nice. It's taking forever to load. Awesome. But how would we do without our lolcows dancing and our Joshua Moon up here? So... Alright, we're back in it. Let me click on this now. In base nil. So, we need a better way to get whose ever turn it is. Hold on, my cat wants to come in. Okay, so how are we going to get whose ever turn it is? Let's look at the turn function. So if I grab this and I go up here, Control F. So that's the start turns, that's when it starts them. We want the there should be like an increment turns. Let's take a look. Let me just type in increments. There we go, right there, awesome. So, this is the turn list. The active turn combatant is updated. We then... So why is it null? So we're here, we say move camera to player. The active turn combatant is passed in. We then go to... Yeah, I don't think... Here is turn list. Alright, let's take a look at that. Did this not print? Oh, that's right. We didn't have... This hasn't run yet because we just started the game and I tried to click the spell out of combat. Damn. Yeah, I'm a genius, dude. That was really stupid. Yeah, I'm kind of just making this all off the fly. I've never made anything like this advanced before. I've just done a lot of other Godot projects. But this seems to be working well. So we'll select one. And all these load the same thing. They all make the same, just generic user data. So we'll grab cobes over here. We'll enter some combat before we click the buttons. And hopefully that will save us a crash.
I made you.
I need to shorten the interval on which cyrax takes to like think. It's actually just a wait command, but I think I set it for 4 seconds, and I should set it for like 2.
Y'all look 5-1, bitch.
And I will destroy you.
DSP watches bravely as his comrades are beaten senseless by cyrax.
Temper over these stupid fucking assholes.
Alright, now I should be able to click this, and yeah! He sits down to smoke his bong. Let's zoom in on that. So we need to rotate. We need to rotate that. But I have got to grab more coffee. So I'm going to leave this here and I'm going to say be back in a few minutes. Yeah, I'll be right back. I just need to fix some stuff on the back end real quick and get a cup of coffee. Alright, yeah, I'm back. So let's think about what we want to do now. So I have to rotate the bong in his hand about 40 degrees. No, what is that? Maybe... so that'd be like 15. They would be like 30. Yeah, that would be like 45. About 45 degrees in the z-axis. And then... yeah. So let's give that a shot. Let's go to the bong, and let's go to the mesh, go to the inspector, we'll go to the transform, let's go to the 3D, and I think I said in the z-axis we want to go 45, and let's see how that does. But let's do some other stuff so we don't have to run through all that just to test that one thing. We also want to spawn some particles. So we got these GPU particles. We got time. We actually need to have some drawing in here. So first we got to go to draw passes. We need to, we're going to use a quad mesh, which is basically just like a plane. And I need to make a cloud to appear in that plane as the pot smoke. So let's go into GIMP, and this is a very quick way to make one. So we got GIMP open, we're going to go to File, we're going to go New, and I want to make this a square. I'm probably going to do, let's just go 500 by 500 for no reason whatsoever. Then we're going to make an alpha channel, and we're going to grab our eraser and erase it like that. Then we're also going to get one of these. I'll grab a paintbrush, and you can make this whatever color you want. I'm going to make it, I think, white, because I can use the colorize function in Godot to change it later. So white is our most versatile. And then all we have to do is scale it up till it's an acceptable pattern that we want, so that's not bad. We can do a little bigger than that though. I kind of want it to get pretty close to the edges without going over. So maybe like there. And then maybe we can do a few more just like that. So now we have a nice cloud there. And we will go File, and we will export this as a PNG. We got to go to Barber's Gate. And I need to find, let's go to Godot project. Where do I want to save this? I guess we'll save it in cobes. Let's just go to props, and we'll save it here, and we'll title this smoke.png, and we'll export it. Then we'll close that, we'll go back in here, and we'll click on this. Now we can add a material. So we get our material, new standard material, we then click on that. We go to albedo, we go to texture, we can then add our, we'll do a quick load right here, and it should be in our cobes. Oh, of course, yeah, we have all those. Oh, smoke right there. I don't know what the hell this music is. Something a little better than that. Thank you. There we go. Now we have a texture in there, and we still can't see them. Maybe we can. There we go. There's our texture. You can see there's some issues. One thing we need to do is we need to go to transparency. We need to say alpha. So now it's alpha. Much like Joe Rogan, and now we can go to what the fuck do we need? Metallic, no. We need billboard. There we fucking go. All right, we need enabled. We're gonna go to particle billboard. So it doesn't look like it's moving right now, and I don't think it actually is. We don't have any particles animation, but we could do that. We might, if for the full game, I will do that because it'll look a lot better. That would be like if I had a bunch of animations and I could make them go bigger and smaller. But for right now, we're just going to go to process material, create a new particles process. So We got our ganja right there. Let's go to the draw passes first though and take our color, and let's see if we can make that a little bit greener. There you go, Cobra. So we'll get some neon green going there. So now we need to change how this emits. So we want to first grab the particles and just move them over to, I guess we'll have them come straight from the cobes himself. So like right here. And we'll just, or you know, we could parent this to the bong. That would be cool, but I don't really feel like doing that right now, so that would be more work. So let's not do that. Yeah, we'll grab the particles down here. This is where we can change all of how this moves. So we'll grab the emission shape. We'll go to sphere. I think that looks a little better. We obviously want I think we want to keep the gravity, but we want some initial velocity. Probably not that much, probably about like 5, and then max will be 5, and then I kind of only want it to go like upwards. See how it's only going in one direction? I think we can fix that with the spread here. So this is 180, it'll go like all the way around, which is what we want. So that's nice. And then direction, I don't think we need to mess with that. Gravity, I think we're going to keep it where it is. Linear acceleration, no, I think we'll just leave that. We need to increase the amount. Let's go to, I don't know, how does 200 sound? That sounds about right. I think I want to make them last for 3 seconds. Let's do 150, and let's what else do we want to do? We got to make them bigger, but we want to do it on a scale. So let's make a scale curve, new scale curve, and we'll click on it, and we want to go from, I guess, we'll say 5. No, we want to do 1, and then the scale max should be 10, should be pretty big, and then we'll redo this and make a new one. And there we go. I think they should start off small and get bigger. That would make more sense, right? And why are they not doing that? I think we need to change something here. Vertex color uses albedo. Scale. Usually I get rid of that. Scale of them is not changing. I don't know what I thought it would. What do I change the color? Well, that updates. That's fucking weird. I don't know. We'll just make the we'll just make this bigger. There you go. How do you like that? And then we also need to make it a little more transparent. So we'll go down here, and then we'll add the transparency of it all. So that looks a little better. And I just want to have it disperse out a little more instead of going straight down. So I think we should take the gravity down. Smoke does not fall that fast, so -1. It'll just gently float out. There we go. I think that'll be cool. I think that'll look really cool. And then we'll call this pot smoking particles. And I actually might move this to another scene because this is just a spell so other people can use it. And yeah, that's what's up. So I think we're going to do that. We're going to yeah, we'll save branch as scene, and we'll just save it in Cobes' props, just like we did for our bong. So we'll save that there, and then I think we'll delete that node because we already have that scene. So we'll just spawn both the things on Cobra. And then that way we can just queue free it, and it's a free resource, and we don't have to clog it up in our scene. So, are we in the Cobra script? I believe we are. And then we have right there. So we just need to Control C, Control V, and then we'll have, we'll say S. This will be smoke, and then we'll, instead of adding right hand, we'll just say add child. It'll add it to ourself. And then we'll not play an animation because we're already playing an animation. We're gonna get rid of that. And then we need to make this, of course. So we'll grab that. We'll go all the way up to the top of our script where we're declaring shit. And where do we declare? Whatever, we'll just do it. Where do we have it? Right here. It doesn't matter. None of this matters. On ready var, and we'll say smoke, and that will be equals load, and we need to get our pot smoke and particles. There we go. Alrighty, and there we go. So we saved that, and that should be pretty cool. Let's give that a shot. Enemy test, testing arena, start screen, start it on up. Yeah, I'm working on like a cutscene in Blender, which is going to introduce everything. Yeah, right hand is a bone collision. I mean, what do you call it? Hold on. If I go to King Cobra, so on the skeleton I have this right hand here, and I have it somewhere declared in here. Let me, right hand. Yeah, so it's just an armature, a connection to the bone, a bone attachment. Sorry, I couldn't remember what it was called. But yeah, let me go back to the game. So we load the game. Yeah, it's old Joshua Moon. He's a moon. Alright, so then we select our cobes down here. We go against Cyrax. He's walking up very confidently. And then Cyrax takes a minute to think. So we also need to make this range display around Cobra. I forgot about that.
Yo, look 5-1, bitch!
And I will destroy you.
Wings has no audio. I need to get some Wings audio clips. But I guess he's quitting the lolcow podcast, so I mean, what am I gonna do?
Over these stupid fucking assholes.
Okay, so now let's try hitting our bong rip. Go for it, Cobes. Where's our smoke? Is it under us? No. And we also rotated in the wrong direction, our bong, sadly. So, let's try that again. And what are all these errors down here? Bong to Cobra already has a parent right hand. Oh, I tried to add it again. Awesome. So I didn't add the smoke. Nice. That's actually what, alright, so I got Cobes here, and if he dies, he screams that. Hold on, I think I have that audio. Where the hell is it? Damn, I don't know where it went. But if Cobra dies, you will hear that. The, like, social media doesn't give a shit. That's one of the best ones ever. I broke my fucking cigarette. And then the Mythica fucking saga where she is just like destroying his life for like 2 weeks straight was so good. She's just like, here are these, take these vitamins, Josh, you know. Yeah. But it is sad to see him deteriorate so fast now. It's like, I thought he had like staying power, but now he's like, you know, end level duster usage. So we'll grab him again and we'll move on down. And we'll strike at Cyrax. I think my favorite Cobes clip is the one that you see him in here, where he's got all of the the black stuff all over his hair, and he gets a call from his manager telling him to come into Wendy's, and he just looks like a complete idiot.
Go look for one, bitch.
And I will destroy you.
The first time I saw that was on like Kiwi Tapes and Smokey MC's thing where they covered Cobra, and that was a great stream.
Over these stupid fucking assholes.
I listened to that at work and I was so happy. So now we can use our pot spell, and nice. So now we got Cobes smoking up right there. We just need to change the bong to rotate in the right direction. And my intention was for this to heal Cobra and enemy and any players in range. So it would give them 2 points of health. And my main thing I'm trying to do is keep all the numbers low right now. We're not going to do any like Final Fantasy bullshit where it's like 10 million units of health. It's like, no, we're going to keep it like between 5 to 10 so I can like see what's going on. And yeah, so what we need to do now is put a little range indicator on our health, and then we need to see if it actually heals everyone. So that sounds cool. Nice. Let's take a look. I forgot what I said I was going to do. A range indicator. Awesome. Yeah, we'll make a new scene for that, maybe, possibly. Or we could just... yeah, let's make a new scene. We're going to say 3D scene. And I have this intention arrow. UI meshes, let me select that. Attack display, so if I go here I have this arrow that kind of like says what it's going to do, but if I use this, the arrow is going to be like directly on where the player should be. So maybe what I'll do is just make a different one for the player, and this is the AI attack display, and I'll have the player attack display. So I think that's a good way to approach it. And so all I really did was just make some meshes. So let's go to mesh instance 3D. We'll then add a radius. So all I did was make a cylinder mesh. We make this, this will be whatever the spell is, basically. But I'm going to make the height like, I guess like 0 points. Well, let's make it 0.5. So like right there, and I like to raise it up just a little bit. Let's actually make it like 0.25, probably about, yeah, right there. And so it's just off the ground, so we can kind of see who it's hitting. We also, of course, need to change the material. So it's kind of a red but transparent, and I think I can use the one from, if I save this material, let's go to attack radius. This material, is it saved? Make unique. Actually, Control Z. We're just gonna save that, and then show in file system. Attack radius material.tres. Awesome. So then we'll say, I'm just gonna drag, clear that out. Drag this in. There we go. So this will be our attack radius. I'm going to rename it to that. Attack radius. I got a question about Boogie, but a couple people asked that. I don't know. I really hate Boogie. I hate seeing him. So I don't really want to like edit a model in, but possibly. Yeah. So, we're gonna do that. I want to call this player intention arrow. There we go, and we add a little thing there, and we'll add a big I here, just like the internet. And then we're gonna save this as player intention arrow, but I'm gonna do it to the UI meshes. There we go. Now we need, I just want a, well, I don't really feel like doing that. I was gonna add like a spell name. I guess we should do that. Should we? Yeah. So we'll add some labels, label 3Ds, and these are going to be high in the sky. This will be spell name. We're going to control D, control D, control D, and then we should at least display our radius in text as well. So we'll say radius. And then what was the third one? Let's see if I go over here. Spell name, targets, range, position. Fuck it, let's do the position. I think that's a good one to display too. So we'll call this one position. And then we'll just move these out. Let me go to the Z. And I just want the one viewport, thank you. Click on that, go up. We're gonna be like up here, like right there, and like right there. And I also need to go through on these and make sure the billboard display is enabled. Enabled and enabled. There we go. Awesome. So, actually, shit, these work better with a Y billboard. I think, because basically anytime you look at them, you're looking at them like this. So, nice. We have those there. Let's rename them here. Spell name. We're going to name this radius, and then we're going to name this position. So, nice. We have that. Now we need to create a script for this guy. And we'll save it in the UI meshes anyway. So I guess we're going to just make a function and we'll call it display intention. And we're going to need a few things. We're going to need the spell passed in, and then we're also going to need the target. Well, no, because we're going to spawn it at the target, so we don't need the target. We're just going to get its current position and put that as the thing. So we'll say position, let's turn it into an str, and then we'll go back and say spell name, not spell name, sorry, position. I have to do this. Position dot text equals str. There we go. Now I'm thinking. We could make an on-ready var, but since I think this is the only function we're going to have, there's really no reason to do that. So we'll have that, and then I'm just going to control C and then control V, and instead of position, this will be radius, and instead of spell name, spell name. There we go, right there. And what we're going to do here is have the spell, and this is a list I'm going to pass in. I just have a lot of experience with it, and I know that it's going to be the first index in that list when I pass it in. So we're also going to grab this and put it in here, because we're going to grab, I think it's the 5th, and so what that is on these TXTs of the spells, it'll be the 5th index on here. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 will be the range. And the range is, I guess it would be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the range of this one is 1, and that would be our stink. So we need, let's see, we want black flame, we want green smoke, and so I think that's going to be 0.5. Doesn't make any fucking sense. Hold on, I got, damn, let me pull up. There we go. So I have this right here. Let's see. And then we have the spell sheet down here. So we have, where is it at? Range right here. So the range is going to be multiplied by 35, and that'll be the units in the game. So we have a range of, what did I even say on that? Range of 3 on that. So 3 times 35, it'll be like 95 units in the game world of Godot. So we're just going to say spell times 35. And then we also need to set the 3D here. We need to put the range of this. We need to put the top radius and the bottom radius. So how did I do that on the other script? Let's look at the AI attack display, and we're just going to copy and paste that code probably. So yeah, right here. Attack radius dot mesh. So we'll save that, and then yeah, we just grab the attack radius. Nice. So we'll put that here, and then I think I should just be able to put a little quick get node with our $ sign, and that should get our attack radius right there, except we need to spell it correctly. There we go. Awesome. And we don't have spell range because we're going to be using this formula right there. So and yeah. Awesome. I think that's gonna work. I think I need to, yeah, I mean, I guess that'll work. Fuck it. I think I need to turn this into a float as well. I think this is going to come in as a string, so it's going to have to be converted, I believe. And then I think the problem is sometimes they're both integers, so it makes an integer, and then it'll try to, it'll throw an error here. That's why I had to wrap it in a float there. So now we need to spawn this as well. So var, and we're going to say intention arrow equals, well, actually we'll probably call that intention arrow, and we'll call the other one IA or whatever. Control C, we'll say at on ready var intention arrow, and then we'll do the equals load. We'll load it in. Did I save the intention arrow? I did. Awesome. We'll save it again just to make sure. We'll go back to King Cobra. We will then put the load on there. Oh wait, shit. Wrong thing. We then need to bring in the intention arrow.tscn right there for the player, and then we can add it. So we'll say var IA equals intention arrow. Yeah, okay. I was just thinking about something else. Intention arrow dot in. I have a lot of trouble with this word. Instantiate. There we go, dude. Okay, and then add child, and that will be IA. So, that works for now. This really wouldn't work so great, I guess, if we were, like, we have to put a match statement in here depending on what spell we're using. Let's go ahead and do that now. So let's just match. And how do we get our spell? I think we can go stats dot spell, right? Let's see what I got up here. So, player stats. Damn, I don't have a quick way to... How do I get my spells? So... Let me think about this. I need to put this in the ready function, just because it'll make it easier for me. Let's go to the ready function here, and so when we get convert stats, let me search that function. Let's go to game manager and then control F, and we'll say we want get base skills. I just want to take a look at that. So, where's that? Right there. So that returns our skills. Get CSV data. Okay. Enemy test. Let me check something here. Stats. Ability A. Awesome. Control F. Actually, let me control A. Ability A. I'm just trying to remember how I brought this in for this guy. So yeah, I did add it to the stats. Awesome. So I need to do that for our King Cobra guy too. So we need to say, let's see, what was it for ability A, and then ability B, and we'll put stats and stats, and let's see what I think I just added on to like what we're importing. So if I look at corrected, it should be, since we're getting it from the player, it should be 0. Yeah, no, it should be 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Yeah. 1 and 2. Expected closing bracket. Oh, yeah, there we go. And I need another one here. So there we go. So basically I load, I get my base skills, and then I use convert stats here, and this just makes them easier to, it makes them turn into this dictionary. So now I can get my spell from there, and that'll be the name of my spell, and then I can get it from my CSV sheet. So if I go to enemy test, I go to ability A down here, and then get spell stats. So I need to call this from King Cobra. So when I'm down here and I make, no, I think I was right here, attack with spell A, I am going to call the game manager dot get spell stats, and of course we have to pass in the what do we call it up here? Ability A on our stats. So we'll control C and bring that on down, and we'll say stats, and we'll pass in the string. I can just control V, ability A. So now we have our spell name, and this will give us our spell stats. So we can say var, and we'll go spell, and that will be there. And then we can say match spell 0, and that will be the first. If I go here, this is the spell CSV, so it's going to be the first instance in there. So that'll be like loiter or stink or green smoke, so it'll give us the name of the spell. And we have all of the stuff associated with the spell now, so we can pass it in and use it. Awesome. That was kind of a long-winded explanation, but it had to be so. So now that we're matching that, we can say green. Let me actually copy and paste from the CSV so not to mess anything up. I think it is latest. We'll come down here. Green smoke. Control C. And we pop that in because we're real cool. And we then can do all this shit right here. Because eventually I want to be able to add different spells to Cobra, because he's going to be a grand wizard. So then we can move all these over there. And nice. So add child IA, and then we can call IA the intention arrow, and we're going to see what was that called again. Display intention, and we'll pass in the spell. Let's go back to the Kang, and we'll go here, display intention, and we'll pass in spell. So there we go. Let's see if this works. Yeah, I'm using them as they're CSVs basically, but Godot won't read a CSV for whatever reason, so I just use TXT instead. So like when I call when I say like spell 5, it'll just be like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but it'll be for that spell. So it's like green smoke will be like the 5th one, which will be the range stat of that spell. So that's how I'm using the CSVs, and I just make them in Google Sheets here, and then I export them by going File, Download as CSV, and then I just rename the file type to TXT because it's simpler that way. But yeah, let's give this a test. Let's go to Start Screen and start her on up. Still loading. Nice. So we can go to Felted, we load the game. We're in it to win it. And then we can click here, and then go there.
You ain't shit.
Yeah, the CSV thing, I think that's how like a lot of games do it. I guess that's how they load in all their stuff. Eventually I'll have like, you know, weapons and stuff, and they'll all have values, so I'll have to load them all in through CSVs, which it's like, it's a pain, but it's way easier than going to the individual script of everything and changing it.
Go look for one, bitch.
And I will destroy you.
Nice, okay. Looks like our updater's still doing its job.
I lose my fucking temper over these stupid fucking assholes.
So now we can come in and drop down. We'll use our spell. What if I click on Cobra and then press it? That's weird. So we're not, now it's not working. What did we mess up? So we're in the enter turn. We can move around. It's very strange. Do we have any errors? damn. Let's go back to... Oh, because ability is spelled wrong. Nice. Let me find that. Probably in King Cobra. Awesome. Control F. So where did... Ability. There we go. And then I need to go up here. Yeah, there we go. Right? I think. Alright, let's try it now. Thanks, cool dude 42. Yeah, my main problem is a lot of times misspelling shit. So we'll go felt it, we'll load that game. We'll go back up, we'll initiate the battle. I'm actually going to attack with DSP this time. It should still, like, do the same sequence. You go get him, DSP. Now let's see what you do. You should still attack them because it's the biggest group. Oh, I hope he doesn't kill Cobra. He might kill Cobra.
Yo, look for one, bitch.
He killed Cobra, damn it. But it should still snap him out of his death state, I think.
I made you, and I will destroy you.
He literally went over there to beat Cobra to death again. So that's another issue, is he still targets dead enemies. And he's not facing the right direction. But now... Oh, that's right, we're going to skip over our turn. What happens if I hit this? Nothing. Yeah, because we don't have a... I shouldn't have attacked with DSP. I should have attacked with Cobra. A classic mistake. Expecting DSP to do anything useful. Loading. The funnest part of any video game. So, now we go on up, we click on cobes this time, as we should. We then go move into Cyrax's battle path. We're in the turn-based, we are rocking and rolling.
I made you, and I will destroy you.
Yo, look for one, bitch.
We're still going.
Yo, look for one, bitch.
And I will destroy you.
He made us and he will destroy us. I really want... I've got to put Marty in here too. Music Biz Marty.
I lose my fucking temper over these stupid fucking assholes.
Alright, Cobes, smoke it down. What? Nice. Okay, so I think obviously our match statement isn't getting called. So, King Cobra. Let me go ahead and print. Spell 0. I'm pretty sure I know what this is, but I could be wrong, and I probably am wrong. So, here is the spell that you are looking for. Foe. And let's also go to enemy test, which is cyrax, and we're going to create a variable up here, and this is going to be on ready var, and this will be enemy thinking duration. So we're going to set that to 1 for 1 second instead of 4, and I'm going to grab that and just control C, and then I'm going to look for this function called await, because this is what I use there, and then I'm going to paste it in there. So whenever Cyrax thinks in his turns, instead of waiting for 4 seconds, we're now going to wait for whatever our duration is, which is 1 second. And I think that will help things. It might make his audio mess up a little bit, but whatever. So we'll then go back to the start screen. It should play a little faster. Yeah. Damn, it's getting late. It's like almost 8 o'clock already. Alright. Oh, I also want to put Boss Man Jack in here somehow. I think that would be cool. It's sad that he's in jail now, though. The same jail as Chris Chan. That's the most brutal part. But I think his gambling addiction, I'm sure it's going to do him well in there. I'm sure that won't, like, lead him into terrible situations.
You ain't shit.
Alright, so it should move a little quicker. Goes into his turn action.
Do I look 5'1", bitch?
He attacks. He waits 1 second
I
after the
look
attack.
5'1",
There we
bitch.
go. A little faster.
I lose my fucking temper over these stupid fucking assholes.
Let's see. Here is the spell you are looking for. So, I guess we're not getting anything back. I think it's just a null variable. Yeah. So, let's just print spell and see what happens there. It should at least say null, right? Let me go to this function in the game manager. Maybe I misunderstand how this is working. I thought it was returning a list. What am I doing? Get spell stats. Yeah. Return, convert numeric strings to floats, base CSV. That's weird. Oh, if it equals the spell name, then we return it. And let's just print from the get spell stats. And then we'll go there, and then we'll say base CSVs entries. And all this does is take all of the strings, because everything comes in as a string, and it converts the numeric ones into ints and floats, so that shouldn't affect anything. So yeah, I'm going to do this as well, so I can actually see that one. Now let's try that again. And I guess this should actually load. You know what we can do? Fuck it, let's just do it. See what happens. Alrighty, Rooney. It's gonna take forever to load again. So we'll go in, we'll grab that, we'll say load the game. I gotta make an inventory for these guys too. I don't have an inventory system yet. But I wanted to make the game like heavily reliant on consumables. Wanted to make it very challenging, like a hard game. You know, I just think it'd be fun to make it like an actually difficult game where you had to like strategize and shit. So, but also kind of like over the top and ridiculous.
Bitch. You wanna look 5-1, bitch?
And I will destroy you.
I lose my fucking temper over these stupid fucking assholes.
Here is the spell you are looking for. Oh, error. Error is the spell I'm looking for. So we did not, in fact, receive anything. If we look up here, get the spell stats, bitch smack, melee, a simple bitch smack. So, we're... why is that happening? So... oh wait, that's for cyrax. When we do it for cobra... hold on. Now let's go to our game manager. Yeah, get spell stats, and if they match, so I'm getting an error from Cobra because none of them match. So let's go to our latest, and I guess it's not matching. It's gotta match green smoke. I'm pretty sure I copy and pasted though, so let's go back to King Cobra and yeah, so let's go to our corrected green smoke and green smoke. There we go. That was the issue. Alrighty, that was stupid. I should have really fixed that in like the CSVs. I should have set some type of limiter, like some type of constant in Google Sheets, so I couldn't change those variables and they had to be the same, but I didn't. So that's another issue with importing from CSVs, is sometimes you just forget what you put there and you got to go check it. But you know, it's still better than like typing everything out somewhere else. So what are you gonna do? We'll initiate. We'll attack the Rax beast.
You ain't shit.
We will wait for him to kill Ethan and Wings. And you know, let's give them a little more health next time so they don't die, and we'll see what
You wanna look
happens.
5-1, bitch? You wanna look 5-1, bitch?
And I will destroy you.
I lose my fucking temper.
Alright,
over
Cobra,
these
you can do it.
stupid fucking
There we go.
assholes.
So, our range is a little bit off. We have a giant range, and I think, is the text showing up, or is it just showing up inside of Cobra? Oh, it's real small. Okay, let me, oh, see, you can't do this in Baldur's Gate. You can't zoom in at all. So, green smoke, the range is 105, so we need to turn that down. And the position is actually giving us a position relative to Cobra, so we need to change that. We also need to rotate the bong. But then what I want to do is I probably want to change that to like a range of maybe 1 times 35, but I want to heal the enemies that are, heal the players that are in our distance, because that's how pot works. You smoke it and it makes you healthy. Just ask Cobra. But for now, that's almost like an hour and 45 minutes, and I gotta work tomorrow, so I'm probably going to cut it here. I'm just going to let this play for a second more, and wish everyone a good night. Let me put up a little message for everyone. I like to do that at the end of the stream and say, later, tater, shit, I can't spell for anything. Later, tater, happy Thursday. That way it makes it easy for me when I edit these thumbnails and shit. But yeah, everyone, have a great stream. I think we made some good progress. We're going to be doing more tomorrow, probably. Probably do a long stream tomorrow since it's Friday. Unless Kino Casino is on. If Kino Casino's on, I'm not streaming. I'm watching that. So, later.